Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to be pulling up the stream of these gentlemen right now. I want to make sure we pull it up properly. There we go. There's Bmanny's, as you can see it. And I will now pull up Campo's. Welcome to week 3. This is a big one. This group is all tied up at 101 apiece. Their rounds won and lost do not even matter. If they win, they are in. Chaos reigns supreme. Clowniest Clown asked for that in week 1. And as I told you, Clown always wins. He got his wish. I think he may even be joining me on call. What's up, Mr. Fernandez? Are you going to be joining me? I'm going to need a play-by-play analyst. PWF celebrating AQ and AW energy refills. Take my money. Ooh, it sounds like maybe a deal went out. I have up the current standings in Group D just so everyone can see it. I'm going to take both of their streams live. This may take us a minute. Sometimes it takes a second to catch everything up, but I think that'll help us get all caught up. And there we go. So this is Bmanny, a legend of 4 Loki, absolute legend. I'm in his battle group. I've been in it for off and on for 2 years, seeing the things this man does. You all got to see him against Nick 136 already, and Clowniest Clown, and then Campo is a legend himself. Just not for 4 Loki, but still a legend. It is possible. We've got Human Torch versus Rintra. Rintra, this tournament really could be called the Rintra Invitational. That's how dominant Rintra has been. And Campo going in here against another defender who's been excellent. Just Rintra's just been that supreme. Very excited to see how this is going to play out. Campo with an excellent dex there of Killmonger. Oh, Mr. Fernandez. I gave you the role on my Discord server, bud. So just join the Discord server, and then in the left-hand side, you'll see the voice channels, and you'll see me hanging out in one of them. Just come and join me when you want. It's nice. The pool is warm. Thank you so much for being here. Zach Richards already got us off with a nice donation. I'll take down the group standings. There you go. So you can see Zach's name up there. I'm very impressed by what Human Torch is doing. Bmanny is still remembering to knock Campo, knock Campo down, knock Rintra down. If you saw my war video today, you saw how important it is to continue to knock him down, even if you have a supreme counter like I did with Scorpion. You want to keep those mystical charges low. Bmanny did an excellent job of that. And then that fight with Killmonger is just so tough with his extremely high crit resistance. We're seeing that, I think, really come into play there. And then, as we all know, Domino's got a lot of RNG going on. She's doing great. Campo is managing the reverb very well. I would imagine at some point, though, probably in the last 20 seconds, he probably started mentally thinking, I need to get this fight down. I need to get this fight going here a little bit. I'm going to see if I can adjust Campo's screen a little bit, see if we can't see a bit more of the top end of it. You know, I would like to see that. There we go. He's got a really nice graphic by Cat Murdoch down there, which of course we love seeing her art. But at the same time, all right, so let's see. We're getting this all squared away. We're getting close. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Mr. Fernandez, how do I do that? I think you're there. Are you there? You, I see you in the chat. Check to make sure you don't have click to talk on. And then you can just talk. We can hear the deliciousness of your voice and thoughts. I know that's what the crowd wants. We also just had another match end up with Na versus Super Saiyan. I think the results of that have been coming in. That's what's going on. Good morning, Ghost Dog. I saw that your tournament got started off this morning. It looks like Jay Will took you all live. It was awesome. It was impressive. I was able to have that on while I was getting some other work done. Clown, go ahead and just keep asking me if you're having more trouble, buddy. What's up, Lizer? And Jay Will, speaking of the man who got that other tournament, Ghost Dog tournament, I can't think of the name exactly right now. I want to call it the Black Order. I apologize if that's not right. Go ahead and put the link for that in the channel, Ghost Dog, so we can make sure people are getting to see that tournament. Some awesome people involved there. All right, so now we've got 2 other really good matchups here. Campo smartly switched over to the Rupture debuff. We talked about that so much in my video, again, in my war video today about things I love about Scorpion, but also to keep in mind. You can see him working through that. It will be interesting to see if this will really help him get through that final. I think it's 15% with Iron Man. Maybe if he can get those bursts up high enough, he can use his heavy. I want to see that play out. Campo's a smart player, so I'm excited to see that go. It looks like Bmanny missed an SB2 Dex. As someone who has had that happen to himself many times, it hurts. It hurts against Doom. That's usually the end of the fight. If Campo was aware of that, I think he would just lay up. He would just lay off here, take his time, but he doesn't know that. He does not know that. That is an advantage that is not allowed in this tournament. So he's going to have to finish this off, and let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. It looks like he is playing just real smart, real steady, very Campo. Very smart, very steady. Yeah, Jason, J will, and if Ghost Dog can drop the link, that'd be awesome. I'd love to see it just to get some more views. Y'all deserve those views. It's telling you that the chat only allows push to talk. I'm sorry, Mr. Fernandez. We tried to get that sorted, and it looks like it's still not. I apologize for that, and I have no idea how to fix that. If you're comfortable with it, push to talk, buddy. If you're, I don't know what you're supposed to push though. I think maybe spacebar. If anyone knows what Discord, what the default push to talk button is, I'd appreciate it. Campo's finishing off. I have a feeling he's going to be relieved when he sees this result. I have a feeling he's going to be a little bit relieved. Control. Adam is saying he thinks it's actually control, Mr. Fernandez. Although I guess Mr. Fernandez is also good friends with both of these gentlemen, Bmanny and Campo. But he does have some sort of cheering. No, he really doesn't, because he is another participant in the same group. And like I said, if you win, you are in. There's the link to Ghost Dog's channel and tournament he has set up. I know Jason and Jabari Gaming. J Will is highly involved, as is Lefty Knox. Those are two that I know for certain. I believe Moose is helping them out tremendously there. Check that out. I think it's going to be a great time. I know it's something that when I am available, I definitely will keep my eye on too. All right, so this is the deciding game for round one. These are Campo. For me, I really like Campo's matchup the best. I'm gonna see here. It looks like we have. I can't think of but we can kind of see what Bmanny's saying, which is kind of cool. That might be something we start trying to add intentionally. I want to see his thoughts. I wonder if he's going to try to time his second life there, or if he's just going to focus on getting I-Bomb down as quickly as possible. Now, I like fighting Weapon X with Archangel. I'm going to see if Campo is going to start the rotation and then just work into backdrafts once. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, he's got to get through this initial phase. If he can land this, then he can start doing backdrafts. Now, he decides to go ahead and finish off the combo. That's smart, and he's going to get Weapon X to throw his special now. And now, I'm a little surprised by that. I think maybe he knows something I didn't, or he just misplanned it, a little hesitant, or he's just going to stick. He doesn't want to do the backdrafts. It looks like he's not concerned with speed. This may cost him if Bmanny can time his second life perfectly. That's a tough thing to time. Legacy was able to time it in this very tournament. Bmanny really wants to work his way to that SP2. Go second life. Throw the SP2. Perfectly played by Bmanny. That is absolute perfection. Absolute. I'm so glad we got to see it live. That was phenomenal. And I think Campo is going to be a little disappointed when he sees this result. He played it very well. He did go conservative and just loses to literally perfect play. That was amazing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, PW. Wow. Just absolute wow. That's the level of play that we are getting here lately in this tournament. It is it is incredibly impressive. I don't know what else to say. Besides, I'm glad everyone got to see that and witness it live. The timing, yeah, Naz, the timing on that was just ridiculous. What's up, Carl? Hey, Eric, how you doing? Jonathan, Mr. King, what's up? I think you now see why I haven't replied to a message in a bit. I hope you understand, and I appreciate your help, my friend. Slaymon, what's up, buddy? That was round one. the way he timed that. I was saying that I thought he was going to try to do it for speed. Looking back, obviously, if Campo knew that Bmanny was going to play it, absolutely.
Can you hear me?
Yes. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I figured it out.
Oh, I knew if anyone could, it would be you. I had no doubts.
I had to download stuff and then change settings. It was lovely.
Good. I now have your social security and credit card numbers. I hope that's okay with you.
That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. My wife has all that information as well. So, what's another person who could break my bank? Thank
you for remembering this channel is rated D for Disney, because I could see where that joke was going, and I appreciate you changing it up. All right. Did you get to see Bmanny pull that off there with the Second Life of Nick?
No, but I'm not surprised because Bmanny's a jerk.
Dude, it was Legacy-esque, and I'm only saying that because Lags did it first. But it was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. All right, so are you comfortable analyzing the drafts here a little bit? Just kind of tell us what you're seeing if you've pulled up my stream.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. Let's see what we got here. I guess in Bmanny's top left.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Bmanny's top left. I try to align it with the scoreboard there, the order they're listing the scoreboard as best I can. I did it the other way around once, and it was highly confusing. I did not know Bmanny has, was that a rank 3 MCoC? You being the BG leader for us would know. That it's not a rank 4, right?
That is a rank 3 MCoC, yeah.
Wow, okay. Wow. Now, it looks like Campo, I always get a little confused on this. Campo he's going with Man-Thing. He's leaving his Rintrek and his Scorpion on the bench. That's got to have to do with the matchups he's seeing, the way he wants to attack this. It surprised me because of how much I love those two champions. I put out basically a love letter to them in video form this morning. All right, Campo's stream, I don't know how this happens, but Campo's stream has moved a little bit ahead. So I'm going to pause it to line them both up. Make sure that actually is a great reminder for me. Make sure you're supporting both these competitors and all the competitors in the whole tournament. I always link their channels in the descriptions for all the videos. And if you're catching it live, you'll see links to their channels in the chat. Go support them. Both of these competitors are streaming. Pull them up, cheer them on, subscribe, learn. It is the best way to thank me for putting on this tournament is to go and support the competitors because they are the ones really putting on the show here. So thank you so much for everyone's support.
Well, to be fair, you don't really have to cheer on either one of these two jerks.
I am cheering against both of them, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That is the appropriate response.
I hope we get to a full round of 5, 3 matches in that round of 5, and then they both disconnect. That's what I'm, This
is Bmanny's rank 4 Diablo.
Yeah.
That he uses very frequently.
He does. This is going to be interesting, though. I would, not having had a lot of experience with Diablo and BGs, I would think Torch is going to ice this one. I mean, this just feels lined up for a nice Torch win. Campo knows exactly what he's doing. These energy attacks from Nimrod are just going to get his temperature up, keep it high, and I think Campo is probably going to take this one down. He doesn't even really need to throw his specials.
Yeah, I mean, this is a very easy Torch fight as long as you don't, make a mistake in dexing or something like that. But I mean, you can see right now that Nimrod's just melting.
Yeah, it's funny, as you were saying, as long as you don't, and I thought Campo was about to push him to his SV3. And I was like, oh, goodness gracious, Campo, don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be careful because at a certain point in time, if Nimrod throws enough SB1s, his energize is going to be so much so that, you can't throw as many hits. But at this point in time, it should be fine, especially with the power stings from the Flame On. Yeah, I mean, just wax. I mean, there's really nothing that Bmanny could do here other than just take this one on the chin.
And hope for a mistake. If you looked at that, the point difference was still only about 1,500. So a simple mistake from Campo, that goes to Bmanny. But Campo's that kind of player who can play mistake-free.
And in fact, I can even see Bmanny saying that, my gosh, that was fast. It was like, yeah, no duh, Bmanny. It's a Torch.
I can't think of what that's called. That's actually a very cool function to have on this stream. Because you can know a little bit if they're talking, you know what they're saying. I had never thought about asking people to do that. but it's kind of cool.
Well, I think it's only available for Bmanny because he's having to do the omelet thing on his phone.
Okay.
Since he used up all his memory during his stream with me, where he lost. Just for the record,
I believe there was a woodshed involved, if I remember the graphics properly.
He was. There was, which is Bmanny and I have been friends for a long time, and we even talk about things outside of the game. So for years he was trying to get me to buy a sawmill. So that's any references to wood there are intentional.
You do a lot of wood cutting, do you? Were you a mill?
Yeah, I mean, I gotta favor Bmanny in this match though, because I don't think Null's particularly fast against this APOC, because that is a beefy APOC.
Yeah, I'm assuming this was Campo. I always use the term throwing the round, and it gets a lot of resistance. I'm not claiming that he's giving up. What I'm saying is I think this was a strategic move to set up a preferable matchup in round 3. And I would assume that's what Campo's doing here. It was just like, look, I'm not going to use one of my top attackers and ruin my potential advantage in round 3, so I will take this matchup in round 2. He's already won the first game here. Push it to the third game for round 2.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to increase the size of Bmanny's screen there.
Bmanny's done, and I don't think Campo's gotten 80%, gotten APOC to 80% yet. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, I mean, this really isn't the meta for everyone who's just catching up. The friendly matchups is what we need to run for these tournaments. Uses the meta that was for the original circuit. I can't even think what the name of it was anymore.
It was Bulwark and
Explosive Personality.
Correct.
Yeah.
And I mean, honestly, I wouldn't. I think I understand why Campo even has Null in his deck.
I was really surprised with that. He had the option to take Rintra and Scorpion, and he took Man-Thing and Null. Campo's so smart. I figure he just knew something. There was a plan there. If
he's playing me, for example, right? And he knows I struggle fighting Null.
Yeah.
Okay. And mainly because, and although I've actually practiced it since my futility, and I'm getting better at it, is just watching for when the flip to reverse controls comes. But Bmanny is not someone who's going to necessarily fall prey to that. He's too highly skilled. Yeah,
you got to beat Bmanny in a different way. I'm not sure what that way is, but things like that aren't going to work. Okay, HUD versus Hulkling is a tremendous matchup. I think this really favors Campo.
I must be behind because I'm still I'm watching your YouTube stream and they haven't started picking next one yet.
I'm sorry, man. You know what? I think I accidentally set the different delay. I guess you could just watch their streams live.
Yeah, I mean, Hood versus Hulkling is really good.
Yeah.
So is Torch versus Hulkling, but
is it though? I'm curious to see that. I just assumed it would not work out well because he's going to send him indestructible, which is what happened. I guess it doesn't last that long. Although Campo took a hit here. So one of the reasons why Hood is so good is because he can go invisible. You don't need to take those hits on the block from Hulkling, getting his Pierce charges up, which does tremendous damage into you. You can throw your SP2. You're going to Fate Seal all those buffs, so you don't need to worry about them becoming passives. He's got a little bit of an issue here, though, because Hulkling is really close to his SP3. Wow, Campo almost pushed him to his SP3. Took some hits on the block, so he's taking a lot of damage. The health pool, right now, Bmanny has significantly more health. Campo gets pushed to his SP3, which is also a problem. He's probably running MD5 and finishes it at about a minute, but he lost close to 70% of his health. Bmanny, on the other end, still has a good amount.
Bmanny's smoking this fight from what I can see.
Yeah.
Although I would have probably thrown the SP2 right there. He waited a little bit and just intercepted him with it, which is fine. It's just trying to get this Hulkling to burn himself out. Oh, well, he just ate a special too. That's not great.
Yeah, I think just the healing of Hulkling and then him going indestructible if you're hitting.
Turn off the healing if you can keep up the incinerates.
But then to do that, I'm just talking about the difficulty of this fight. I think you're often wanting to parry or do intercepts. Intercepts are going to get kind of scary here. I'm curious to see how this scoring works out. I I would not feel comfortable.
Manny's health if he can hold on to his health and get Hulk lean down, I think that there's a good chance that he ends up winning.
Okay, let's see. Nope.
But it has to require cooperation from
It just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. Well done by both competitors. Campo takes round 2.
I think that Bmanny suffered a little bit. He made one play mistake. He lost most of his health by running into that last bit of the Hulk lean SP2.
Did he? I didn't see. I was so focused in on Campo, so I didn't even catch that. But yeah.
I mean, that 2,500 have made a difference. No. He needed to get Hulk lean down. He needed to be a little bit more aggressive at points. But I mean, I definitely think it's doable. He just didn't quite get there.
Yeah. Robert Jeffries, what's up, buddy? Congratulations on making it to Platinum 3. Yeah, I have not been able to play a single matchup of Battlegrounds since I made the Gladiator circuit 2 weeks ago. But I see all that at the top, and I'm almost glad. I mean, I wouldn't be at the top anyways, not at that high, but all that modding would just drive me insane. And right now I love this mode in my tournament. But I hope they get sorted, because it is incredibly frustrating to see.
So is Nick any good? Do I need to worry about this guy or what?
Nick 136?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's incredibly good.
Well, crap.
Yeah, sorry. Your group is all high skill players. The whole tournament's high skill players.
High skill players and me, but
no, it's all high skill players in general. All of who seem to really enjoy Battlegrounds and have a high Battlegrounds IQ too, and those are different things.
I've been streaming a little bit of Battlegrounds. I don't know. I'm terrible.
Yeah,
that's what I've learned.
I trust me, I'm with you. Like I think I know a lot, or I was aware there was a lot I didn't know. I felt like I knew a good amount, and then I watched these matchups and just the speed with which they pick their offensive champions and defenders, or their defenders, and go in and attack each other. I'm like, I'm not computing that information that quickly. I'm just not. It's really impressive.
We saw Bmanny back off drafting Rintra right there because he saw that Campo had already taken Torch.
So it's funny because that's the kind of level these guys are playing at. Like I'll get Nerd or Slayman on call and the stuff they're telling me, and I see Rintra, I pick Rintra. Like I guess I'm a simple man when it comes to it, and I'm okay with that.
I think, Mephisto has got to be a pick for,
JV Gamer at the airport. I love when people are telling me where they're at. Like we've had some people like in Africa and Europe at the airport. That's just cool, man. It's a very good feeling. So thank you for being here and sharing that. I do love Rintra, PWF. I do. I will say my video this morning was a bit of a love letter in video form to Scorpion and to Rintra.
No, I mean,
hey, buddy, you're cutting out for some reason. I can see you are talking, but it's not coming through, and I'm sorry, I don't know why.
No, I was thought about saying something, then I stopped.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, so we're seeing Nova make an appearance. Steve will be very happy to see this.
Karate Mike Killer.
Yeah, the Slayer of Karate Mike. No one has ever really truly fully slayed Karate Mike, but Nova did more than a flesh wound. It did more than a flesh wound, so that was good.
Give him a crane kick to the head.
Exactly. Yeah. But Mike being Mike was able to recover.
I don't know about that.
What?
He said some pretty loopy things in chat, like Scorpion is the best science champ, which is just bananas.
Well, that's for another time. I think we're in for a long fight.
Them last war, I won't lie.
What's that? What was that?
We got some Hit Monkey versus Nova and some APOC versus Korg. I mean, if Bmanny doesn't screw up, you would figure that this favors him.
Yeah, I'm surprised at how it's going, but that's because I don't play Hit Monkey, and I don't know how he does against Nova, but I'm surprised at how slowly this is going, which makes me realize I really don't know that matchup at all.
When you eat hits to the face like that, it's going to go slower.
My general understanding is that is bad. If you're trying to advance in a Battlegrounds tournament, taking hits to the face is one of the worst things you can do. It looks like Bmanny's talking about how Nova doesn't want to throw his special, so I think that might be a little bit of what's going on here. And Campo's just whittling that Korg down. He's doing a great job. That's a rank 4 Apocalypse. He handles...
and what Bmanny's hitting block, so that means he's going to be doing even less damage with... Yeah, this is a disaster for Bmanny.
Yeah, I think Bmanny just kind of throw that round away, move on.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. PWF is saying that, Nova's going to reduce guaranteed crits, and that's sort of, which is why you can't use somebody like one of the reasons why you can't use somebody like Corvus against him. But that also means that his kit is going to nerf Hitmonkey's damage because Hitmonkey has the guaranteed crits.
Thank you for reminding that for me. My brain was telling me that's a bad matchup, and I couldn't think of the actual reason why.
If you named my brain PWF, then yes, my brain was also telling me.
There you go. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
But for people who may not have seen Paul's comment, that's the explanation.
I will ask, are naming rights for your brain, is that an option? Is that something you're willing to do? Because I'm looking to take a lot of naming rights. I want to take advantage of that.
Something else the Saudis want to put their name on? I mean, I don't know.
I can't speak for all of them, but I know that I'm interested in it.
Jason, Clown's Brain brought to you by KT1. I apologize if that joke offended anybody.
Let's get back to the action. All right. Mole Man versus MCoC. That should go well. Warlock Defender. Let's see who Bmanny picks. I think he's got to go Hulkling. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have a choice.
I feel like there's a strategic decision that every Hulkling attacker needs to make in this meta. And that is, am I going to throw my SB2 with Unblockable up? Meaning I'm probably taking explosive personality damage along the way, and I'm going to send the defender indestructible, but I'm going to hit so much harder and probably make this fight go that much quicker.
But you got to remember, you're still dealing with the bulwark, so you're just going to be giving. The harder you hit, the more likely you are to proc the indestructible. So
very true. Yeah.
I would recommend people not do that. But then, of course, I'm going to say that, and Bmanny is going to prove me absolutely wrong here in a few seconds. So.
No, he went exactly with your strategy. He's got the Fury up from the SB2 while not unblockable, which means he's not triggering the node of explosive personality, and he also didn't trigger the Borg. He did take a hit to the face, though. Campo on the other side appears to be handling very well. He's keeping his health pool nice and high. He's keeping up his True Strike. He's not triggering Frenzy. So he's having to manage that a little bit, not too much to manage actually in this fight, but just making sure he doesn't actually trigger Frenzy and lose his True Strike. I think if anything, that just what you have to manage in that fight is your own desire to go quick, right? And we're starting to see Hulkling go quick.
I mean, that's the problem here. I mean, the good news is obviously even if Hulkling has some immunities, so even though this Warlock isn't duped, so there's no degen with the power drain.
Yeah,
Hulkling's immune to it anyway. So,
good point.
But I'm just enjoying. I hope Rob Hop is watching this MCoC fight and just crying a little bit.
Just tears on the inside.
just it's like one of those things where you see the old girlfriend who broke your heart.
Yeah. And look at that. Oh. There was definitely a point in that matchup where I thought Campo was going to take it. And then Hulkling just really started doing that damage. Bmanny was able to pump it out.
Yeah. But, and I'm curious. I haven't gotten to the point where the points have shown on stream yet. But, Campo did eat a couple special ones there towards the end of the fight. And I wonder if that health would have made a difference.
And Carl brings up the Mole Man nerf. I was wondering if that was going to come up. And it has. So thank you, Carl, for doing it. Someone had to do it. Someone had to say it. It had to be said.
Yeah, I mean, old build Mole Man is a lot faster because he can keep his True Strike even in Frenzy and then do really strong bleed damage.
To the surprise of no one, we see both of the competitors pick the pre-fight ability on Human Torch. I think Bmanny's got the advantage here. He's going up against Mephisto, while Campo will be going up against Nick Fury. Nick Fury is not going to help Torch at all as far as getting his temperature up, and you're already seeing that on the upper portion of the screen with Bmanny there, right? So Torch's passes, what is it? They will last longer. Is that all that it does? I can never remember. I just remember it's a good thing.
You mean the Torch pre-fight?
Yeah, no, like getting his temperature up. They
last longer.
They last longer.
Although, quite frankly, keeping your temperature up when you use the pre-fight is fairly irrelevant.
Really?
It's not required.
Okay.
But,
Well, Bmanny won in 26 seconds. So
yeah, I mean that seems about right. Even and by the way, that would have been even faster if he didn't accidentally parry himself and eat a combo. So
I feel comfortable. I try not to put the scores up too early, but I feel like this one's going to go Bmanny's direction.
It's impossible not to. So I mean, you can call it.
Yeah. Campo's doing well though. I mean, this is not an ideal matchup at all. He's handling it well.
There's nothing he can do here. He's doing as well as he could conceivably do in light of circumstances. This is a draft, sort of roster management. It's not a skill thing.
Dinosaur, I don't want to make the stream about it, but I agree. The whole thing was handled horribly. horribly. But
Kabam can, I've forgiven Kabam after today's announcement. Let me just say that.
Oh, we'll have to talk about today's announcement after this match is over.
Yes, sir.
Because I actually don't know what it is.
If you check line, PWF posted a pic of an in-game mail that went out. That is, it is tasty.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I am now fully distracted. Oh. That is nice.
Yeah.
Oh. Well then. Senor Dunny, learning a lot from the sermon. Awesome, dude. I love hearing that. What's up, OG Guts?
Senor Dunny is very close to my third YouTube name, which is Senor Dummy.
Seen more blocking than evading specials. That's so much that's going to come down to the strategy of the competitors. There's going to be some other competitors you watch, they're evading everything. You watch me, you're going to see a lot of blocking. And it's just, I think, how they're playing and what they're comfortable with.
Yeah.
All right, so now, Bmanny has taken a 2-1 lead in this. Do you see how there's not been a single sweep of a round yet? I doubt we see one in round 4 just because I know how well both of these players can play, and they both are playing well at the moment. That's another part of it, too, is how well you actually playing in the moment here when it comes down to it. So
I feel like, by the way, on the block versus evade decks debate, when I'm playing conservative, I will block.
Yeah.
Especially like if you go watch some of my recent war videos, plug, you'll see that I'm blocking a lot of specials in war just because why take the chance on missing the evade unless I have to?
But that's the thing. And, JB, what's up, buddy? It's the earlier thing that Peter shared about the energy refills for AQ and Alliance War. I haven't had time to read the full announcement, so I don't know if we're going to have to buy those. I assume we will.
Yeah, they're going to be available for units, but they're giving us a few for free, much like all good drug dealers.
First taste is for free. Yeah, that's how that works.
But I mean, just from a like life management perspective, if something happens, life-wise or even planning-wise, there's now ways to get around it.
Yeah, I'm worried if I've now lost my excuse that I usually use for why I can't do too many fights on Saturdays. I'm a little concerned about it, to be honest. This change may have helped everyone but me. We'll see. All right.
Yeah, I'll still take pity on my poor Vega. Don't worry.
Thank you. Because no matter how quickly I get my fights in, my kids are still there. So whether I get them all in one swoop or not, they're still there. All right. Enough with that. I'm excited.
Going back to my last war when I miscounted my energy, and that way I never, fortunately someone helped me out. But anyway, going back to this,
it actually is significant. To be totally serious for a few seconds, it is actually vastly superior, and I'm excited about it. And I miscounted and wasted an invulnerability in this last war too.
So I mean, those boosts are more valuable than 150 glory, 15,000 loyalty, or whatever the units are. So just have them.
And depending on, I want to see the cost of them, but like 100 units so that I can get back to my family a little quicker. Done. Done.
I mean, you know that I feel the same way. It's like that's $3 in U.S. currency, and I'm like, okay, whatever, fine.
Yeah, I also may have said 1 per week for AQ, 2 per week for Alliance War. All right, so back to the action at hand. Have they both continued to ignore Rintra? I think that I think Rintra is going to try to declare them both as not making it to the knockout stage if they continue to deny him. That's I don't speak directly for Rintra, but I do have a close line of communication with him. All right, so we've got Domino.
You're sucking at his teats.
That is a mental image I'm sure every viewer is so happy to now have.
Happy to provide it.
Yeah. All right. So as we've discussed before, Longshot does have a that increased ability accuracy, if I remember correctly. So that's a nice matchup against Domino. However, Domino can still do Domino things. It looks like
it's also a rank 4 Longshot too, by the way, for people at home.
Ooh. Okay. So this could go quickly. What I think he'll do and what I've been trying to do is he will actually hit into the block, trigger some of those armor up buffs, and then get to his SB2, and those will just be more buffs for him to, I guess it's Fate Seal, cause damage. Then once the Fate Seal is up, if you can convince her to block again, you can just hit the block and get tremendous damage. Campo's doing a nice job with his Scorpion here. It looks like he already went immediately to the SP1, getting as many of his Sting debuffs up and utilizing that taunt. We're seeing this work out pretty well for him. I would have loved to see him go ahead and get to that SP1 a little faster there, but Campo knows what he's doing. He knows Scorpion very well. It looks like he's going to stick with that strategy instead of going to the SP2. We'll see how that works out for him. Bmanny's done exactly what we talked about above. If he can get Domino to block, he's going to be able to create some good damage that way. I think that's what he's doing. That's why we're seeing that kind of herky-jerky motion out of him. She's not playing ball, and I think he's just going to go directly to his SP2 again. Yep, he is.
He's saying, "Come on, baby."
Yeah,
I mean, because that's exactly what he's trying to do.
Yeah, he's like, "Please just block. Why will you not block? You're
he didn't get
there.
The
he
melt.
Goes. He's doing it now. He's doing it now. He's just got to get her to block a little bit more. He'll be able to finish that off, and that's a lot of health left for a Domino fight. Well done by Bmanny. And then this is what is Bmanny's Apocalypse a rank 4 or rank 3? Do you remember?
I believe it's a rank 3.
Okay, he's beefy regardless. This is a lot of health on an Apocalypse.
He's a big beefy boy.
Yeah, I actually banned him in some of my matchups because unless I had my Nimrod, I found it a little long. I used my Mega Sentinel. She did great. And the other person, I don't remember what they did, what exactly their matchup was, but it was like a 54 to 56 second fight. It was very, very quick. But it just Apocalypse was both enough, tanky enough to get the job done. I think that was a very well played match by Bmanny there, though, with that Domino.
PWF says he thinks that his Apocalypse is rank 4. We can check the sheet later, buddy. Because we got war planning in about 19 minutes anyway. So,
all right, Bmanny takes the lead. He's up 2-1 as far as the rounds are concerned. In the group stage, we play best of 5. It's fine. In the knockout stage, it will be best of 7. But if he wins this game, if he wins this match right here, the one we were watching, he will win the total matchup against Campo and seal his ticket into the next round. Did I hear you say really when I said best of 7? Yeah. Just to kind of further, I think, a better viewing experience, and also to minimize RNG as much as possible.
I get that.
Yeah,
makes sense.
What's up, Simula? How you doing, bud? Captain Easy, what's up, buddy? I'm sorry if I didn't say hello. Easier, Tafre, how you doing, bud? And Ephraim, what's up, buddy? Thanks for being here.
Oh, Bmanny going with the interesting pick of Torch versus Kingpin here.
I think he's going for it all. He's pushed in is what I think he's doing here.
I'm assuming Falcon will be. Yep, yeah. Falcon was who Campo picked.
I don't think I've ever taken either of these matchups, at least not on purpose. So I am at a total loss for. I would assume Torch just because of the flame on ability.
Yeah. I mean, this is what this is, I think, part of the fun part of Battlegrounds is that, when I play on War, I'm always looking for like, what's the best matchup, and then what's the next best matchup, and then can I herc it? I mean, those are like the three questions that I'm asking, right?
Yeah.
And Battlegrounds is forcing you to all kinds of different matchups and playing around with champions to see who can do what fights with what utilities and things like that. Like Yusafa shocking the world with Overseer versus that Killmonger is a great example, right?
Such a smart call.
I had somebody put up an Arcus against me the other day, and I used a Mephisto against it and smoked it. Like not something that I ever would have thought of until I got into this format. So it's kudos to this format.
Yeah, very much agreed. And that reminds me, Clown, or if someone's willing to, Peter, if you have the ability to link Clown's channel in the chat, I've really very much enjoyed all three. I think you've had 3 videos in the last few days, war videos, learning a lot. I mean, the man plans war for Loki, he knows what he's doing, and a lot of humor in there too. So you learn and you are entertained.
Well, I'm also, the reason I'm enjoying doing it, although I swore for years and years and years I would never have a YouTube channel, is that Battlegrounds, I was going to do it for Legends runs, and then Kabam canceled Legends runs.
Yeah.
And so, but Battlegrounds sort of like, this would be a fun thing for me to actually do. And so, yeah.
It looks like
I'm enjoying learning the video editing,
Yeah, it's fun. Bmanny's gamble paid off. Putting all his chips into the table, it worked. Campo just did not have a good matchup for that Iron Man Infinity War. Best I can tell, Bmanny knew that. Went in with his torch.
Well, it doesn't help when you eat some specials too.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But extremely well played to both of the competitors. This is hard. I'm good friends. I consider myself to be good friends with both of them. I have a lot of respect for both of them. Campo has been phenomenal throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, he was good enough to beat me. So that tells you how good he is.
Yeah. So I don't know what's going to pop up on that screen, so I'm going to pause it. And well done, literally, to everyone involved. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that announcement here for a minute. I'll try to pull it up. Is it truly fully an announcement?
Well, what PWF sent was in game. I didn't check the forums or anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm signing on right now.
Here, we'll let Nick's. Hey, what's up, Nick? There's actually Nick himself. So we'll let Nick's stream play in the background while we kind of just discuss this. Any interviews? I don't know, PWF, because I know I need to kind of get back to some stuff. And then also, I guess they probably told me about this matchup last week. I don't really remember. There's a flurry of matchups going. We had Sam and Na going, I think, just a few minutes ago. And I think we maybe have another one coming up here in a little bit. I think Jay will. Yeah. So you want to see incredibly high skilled, not only in the game, but in Battlegrounds specifically matchup. We've got Jay Will and TJ, quite honestly, two of the best Battlegrounds players in the world. They'll be going in an hour and 15 minutes, and I don't think I'm going to be able to cover it, and it really bothers me. I just have some stuff that I do have to do. Bmanny, we couldn't hear you. We don't pull up the sound, but it was really cool. The subtitles were on, so we could read what you were saying sometimes. It was amazing. If you have a minute to jump on the call, I'd appreciate it, but I understand this is literally the middle of your workday, so if you have to get back to it, I understand. Nerd and Yusafa are going tomorrow. That'll be another matchup that is incredibly important to its battle group. You don't know what time. All right. Well, when you guys know, let me know, and I will do my best to cover it. Are you
going to cover me versus Nick tomorrow?
Yeah, again, you guys just let me know, right? I took a screenshot of that.
Yeah. Earlier today.
I will do everything I can to cover that one too.
I think I may make a little video like I made for Bmanny tonight for Nick.
Hey, buddy, you and Nick are going at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time in the AM or the PM?
AM.
Okay, so that's around Nick's normal stream schedule, I believe.
Correct. Yeah, he asked for that, and I said sure.
Yeah, that's kind of you.
Hey, I'm a kind guy.
Slamon, dude, I don't know. I really don't, and I apologize. I hate that I'm the one who's being a little wishy-washy on times. I would love for us to get it in tomorrow, but let me learn a little bit more about my schedule, and then we've now got the winner, the Bmanny, who has punched his ticket into the knockout stage. How are you feeling?
I think he's also muted. He's probably going through the same problems that I went through.
That was I think I did such a good job of that introduction too. I'm not going to be able to repeat it.
I know.
This is what happens with
I was feeling it. I was pumped up. I was ready to go.
Yeah. I feel like the pausing was good.
Very dramatic.
Yeah. Damn. All right. I'm seeing that maybe some people have lost sound. If you've lost sound, let me know. Simula will be going against Karate Mike this week. We really have some tremendous matchups. You can see why the World Cup organizes their groups the way they do, creating incredible sports drama for the third week. Team Clown, best motivational speaker. Oh, so you've got a vote there in the chat itself. Yusafa, you can take a picture of that.
I mean, I hope to have Yusafa on call with me, like I was on call for him. I think it's just nice. I mean, obviously, you don't talk to people about your choices.
Yeah.
Like, what should I do? That type of thing. But it's good to just have someone to talk to, if that makes sense.
You have a new message.
Sorry, that was my computer yelling at me.
PWF. Yeah, that may not have been the best way to ask. If you can't hear me say this, let me know. Oops. Well, we're struggling with Bmanny. I don't want to put him through the whole thing of trying to figure it out. I would love to interview him, but I know he's got to get to work. I know I've got to get to work.
And I got to get to war planning.
Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? There's no freeloading here. You get to work.
Hey, can you guys hear me now?
Hey, there he is. There's the man.
I can't get this whole push to talk thing to like go away and where I can just hold my phone up and like I'm having a conversation with you guys, but I'm holding it down now. So,
well, so if you got a few more seconds, let us know. How are you feeling about the whole thing? It was an incredible competition. It was incredibly close. And how are you feeling? I mean, you punched your ticket into the knockout stage.
Oh, dude, whenever I won that Nick Fury fight, that had my heart just like racing. I managed to like kill off his LMD right as I-Bomb died, finish the fight at 100%, and that was really a highlight for me for the stream. And then the rest of the time, banning his Archangel, I think, allowed me to place MCoC, and MCoc's really difficult without the right counter, and you can only use Torch in one fight, so it kind of rolled for me there, and I had some good matchups. So
that's amazing. I particularly enjoyed the that Fury fight because I was like, I think this is what he's going to do, and then to see you pull it off flawlessly was pretty awesome. Not gonna lie.
Thanks, man. I had to slow your combo at the end. Yeah. I was like, come on, die, die. I'm like myself. I want Nick to die. And then sure enough, man, as soon as it broke, I was just like, oh, I jumped up because I've torn down my office. So I'm like hiding in my closet. My kids are on fall break, and I jumped up and I was like, yeah.
That's awesome. What at the end here, you went and it worked. You used your Human Torch to take out Kingpin. That's not typically who one uses to take out Kingpin. Was it that like an all-in type of move? To be honest, I was not aware what the potential third matchups would look like. Like, what was the thought process there?
Sure. So I think I had Hulkling as an option, and I knew that Hulkling could do pretty good damage, but Torch basically applies power stings, right? And I'm hoping that Kingpin's throwing special ones constantly, and it did. He worked out that way. And then I think that I'd have to go back and review who the last, like, if I failed there, who my last matchup would have been. And I think that I could have thrown in Hulkling. I'm not really sure. I just felt like I could clinch it right there because I knew that my Iron Man, he didn't have a good option for it.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to win the fight, basically, right? Like, don't time out, stay healthy, and I feel like I win. So
yeah, it worked out perfectly. It was a great way to close out the whole match.
Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Clownius, did you have any questions? But Clown's on call as well.
Yeah, I want because Bmanny's a whale. I wanted to know if you think that you had any distinct roster advantages over Campo.
You know, I don't really think so. I felt like his rank 4s were solid. I was just pretty much banning Elsa. I'm not really aware of what she can do in there, but I feel like with her at rank 4, I was like, well, I'm banning her, and I'm banning Omega Sentinel. I mean, and he had the big boy APOC, and he had the same rank Torch as I do, the same rank, Hulkling. So no, I don't feel like it. We both had Archangel. I mean, they're both rank 3.
If you have a good roster, why the heck did you choose Hitmonkey to fight that Nova?
Well, dude, why did that not work? Can somebody tell me why that didn't work?
Yeah,
I was so mad.
Guaranteed crits, you dummy.
So guaranteed crits again. I thought it was unblockable.
That too.
Oh, okay. Well, that was just me not knowing Nova that well. So, and I wanted to make it interesting, right?
Oh well, I just thought you were trying to give Steve, something to think about at night when he's cold and alone.
To make him more insufferable than he already is. I got you.
Exactly.
Nope, I totally dropped the ball there, man. You'll listen to my stream. I'm like, what is going on? Because I knew about the unblockable thing because I fought him a lot with Diablo, and then for the guaranteed crits thing, nope, did not know that. I learned on the spot, and thankfully, it didn't cost me the match.
Yeah, it was when I saw the matchup, I was like, I don't think this is a good matchup, but I can't remember why I think this is a bad matchup. And
and I don't know that I have to go back and see what my other options were, but I don't really feel like I had too many great options for it anyway. But definitely somebody had to be better than Nova, or Hitmonkey, I mean.
Yeah. Well, it worked out. And Campo is incredible. Incredible human, incredible player. And this was great to watch it. Thanks for putting on a total treat for all of us.
Hey, no worries, buddy. Thanks for covering it, man. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, I'm going to be needing to sign off. I got to get back to work. We talked about all the various matchups. We've check out Jason Jabari Gaming. If anyone's able to link them in the chat, I would really appreciate it. But they've been linked in a ton of stuff. Check my Twitter, you'll see it. It's going up against TJ, two of the best Battlegrounds players in the world. They'll be going up in about literally an hour, and I'm not going to be able to cover it. Thank you, Clown, for joining me on call. Thank you, Zach, for the donations. Thank you, everyone in chat. Keep your eye on all of this. We're going to be progressing. Lots of winning in scenarios this week. And last but not least, congratulations, Bmanny. Thank you so much for the absolute show you put on for us with Campo.